Hello, I'm Dana and I'm going to be telling you guys how to put on a Dexcom sensor if you are allergic to the adhesive or allergic to any type of skin tack or liquid adhesive used to keep the Dexcom from falling off. A lot of people have been complaining about the Dexcom either not being sticky enough or not lasting longer than like 5 days at a time. And it has caused people to look for skin tack or IV prep pads and any liquid spray that you can put on to make it stick better. But I discovered something better so that I don't have to be allergic to the Dexcom adhesive nor the liquid adhesive. I used to get really bad irritations, but now that I do it in a new way, I don't have any problem at all, and it stays on for more than a week. I can wear it for 2 weeks. So I will show you how I do that right now. I'm going to be putting the Dexcom on my stomach. So I have the sensor, I haven't unwrapped it yet, but let me get my pod out. So usually I will use a mixture of things. I'll either use medical tape on top of the Dexcom, but that can easily look kind of weird, kind of super medical if you're wearing your Dexcom in a spot that's exposed, like your arm. That might not be your go-to to be all taped up. But another thing that you can use is this, and this is IV 3000, and this is also similar to Tegaderm. It's basically the same thing, but my doctor gave these to me. It has like a few hundred in the pack. Tegaderm tends to be expensive for just 4 to 6 little patches. So if you can get the off-brand or a different brand that's cheaper, that would be more helpful, considering that you're going to be replacing your sensor quite often. Every week or however many weeks that you wear yours. You just want to make sure you get your money's worth. So I'm opening up my new sensor, and I'll be placing it on my stomach. So the first thing I do is just clean the area with alcohol, let it dry. I try to do it like usually after I shower so that I'm super clean. So I'll be putting it right here, I guess. And some people think that this is really high, and it is, and sometimes it hurts, but I like that it's out of the way here in case I decide to wear a crop top or high-waisted jeans. It won't be as painful as if I didn't. So after that, I just go ahead and put on the IV 3000 directly on my skin. It's just 3 quick steps of peeling on and off. Just make sure it's actually stuck to the skin completely, and then you can go ahead and peel it off and smooth the edges if they are starting to come unadhered. So it's pretty clear for the most part. Sometimes it's even clearer than this, but this is fine for what I'm going for. The next thing I do is I take the Dexcom sensor and I'll trim it down a little bit. Sometimes I do this if I'm not even going to use the IV 3000, and it helps a lot to just get some of that extra adhesive off. Yes, it does make it less sticky, obviously, but if you use something on top of it, like a grip or some bandage, it does fine. And because my grips tend to be small, I like to make sure that the entire grip covers the Dexcom, especially because I don't always buy it with a hole. So it's cut. I just cut it into a little square, and I'm going to peel off the sticker And then I just put it directly on top of the IV3000. You can also cut the IV3000, it's up to you, but I just leave it because it's not that necessary. And then I insert it. Pops off, insert the new sensor. And it's on, and then on top of that I may add a Griff Grip. I have cats and stars, which I might add I'll add this on maybe a week from now if I decide to keep it on for 2 weeks. I also have this one, so I'll probably end up using this one since it's already cut horizontally. And I'll put it on like that. That way it kind of saves the amount of time that I have the Griff Grip on, so I get the most use out of it. Once this starts peeling off, then I'll put the Griff Grip on top, and then it'll preserve the sensor for another week or 2. And then once the sensor starts failing, I'll just remove the entire thing. So that's all. This will last probably the entire week without having to add anything to it. It hasn't fallen off. It hasn't been irritating my skin nearly as much. I haven't had any redness, any soreness, any overly itchy sensation when I do it like this. It also does not interfere with the readings. I know some people, they don't insert it directly into the plastic of the IV3000, but it works just as good as just going through your skin. So yeah, if you want to see it again, this is what I use. And the Griff Grips, spelled like this, it's a great company. They're really creative in how they're helping diabetics. So if you have the chance to buy something from them, these are probably I think they're maybe $5 for a pack. So one of these costs $1. It might be expensive to you, I don't know. This is a wolf. I call it a fox. And then these are the cat ones. I also have stars. And I like these the best just because they don't bring a lot of attention, but at the same time, if I want to be cute, I can be cute. So yeah, it's up to you which ones you get. But I hope that that helps. Remember that the other kinds of things that you can use are the Tegaderm adhesive packs or whatever, and you can use, I think the Band-Aid brand makes their own version of it as well. So it's all about creating a barrier between your skin and the sensor, and you know, still getting the sensor to be able to read your numbers very well, and helping it to stick on just as good. So I hope that helps. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. Remember to check your blood sugar every day.